side. Envious eyes passes by. That's all we see, and it's okay. Cause what you need is on me. Of course.
Hello, all my international people of the world. How are you doing? Today we're going to be talking about the albums that I have fallen in love with over this year. So out of all the good albums that we're listening to, the one that I think is my least favorite today is going to be Future Nostalgia by Dua Lipa. So this is my first time listening to a full Dua Lipa album. I didn't listen to the first album, her first debut album. I loved, what was that song? Ooh, what was that song? Oh, I love New Rules. I love New Rules. That was my song. I loved that when it came out, but I never listened to the album. Whereas I listened to Don't Start. I listened to Future Nostalgia because I kept hearing Don't Start Now, and I was like, you know what? Let me go listen to this girl. Let me check her out because I keep seeing her on. I saw her last year on these covers of magazines, especially like with Lizzo and Lil Nas X. I listened to their albums. I'm like, let me go ahead and listen to Dua Lipa. And so I listened to Future Nostalgia, and I was thoroughly impressed, not gonna lie. I was like, okay, I see what she's all about. I see what she's giving, She's really shown herself more. She's really expressed herself more compared to her debut album from what I hear. So, and I'm loving it, Tracks that I really enjoyed. I love Levitating. That's my song. Cool, Physical, Don't Start Now, of course. Pretty Please, I love that song. Yes, Pretty Please is my song. The only two songs I didn't really care for, which is why it's my least favorite, because it just kind of falls off for me at the end a little bit, is Boys Will Be Boys and what's that other song? Good in Bed. Not really feeling it. Kind of killed the momentum for me. But, I think it ends on Hallucinate, I want to say. I think it does. I could be wrong, but I think it ends on Hallucinate, and that is my song, too. So, hey. So that's why it's my least favorite album of 2020. So let's move on to the next one. So my next one, the next one above Future Nostalgia is going to be Victoria Monet's Jaguar. This is, I've been sort of following Victoria Monet for the past couple of years. I'm a big Ariana Grande fan, big Ariana Grande fan. But even outside of Ariana Grande, I kept hearing Victoria Monet's name come up. I kept hearing her name come up in various artists' discography. So you got Ariana Grande, you got Brandy, you got Chris Brown, many artists that I'm quite acquainted with. I'm like, I keep seeing Victoria Monet's name pop up on the writing credits and all that. I'm like, let me check sis out, And I really had to check sis out after her work on the Thank You Next album, because I was just like, girl, I will chokeslam you. What the hell? You are that bitch, apparently. So then I listened. So let me go listen to. So I listened to Jaguar when it finally came out. I heard Ass Like That last year. Yeah. So Jaguar came out, and I was like, you better give me 80s. You better give me some trumpets, some actual instruments in these songs, please. You better give me fucking, what's that Beyonce song? That one she sampled off of Outkast. Oh fuck, I can't think of that name. But yeah, give me instruments, please. I heard Ass Like That last year, and I fell in love with Ass Like That. It's still one of my favorites on the album. But let me tell y'all, I think maybe there's one or two songs that I'm like, they're not my favorite, but I like them still. I think those are Big Boss and Dive. I don't really care for those, but Ass Like That, Touch Me, and then later on she released the Touch Me remix with Kalani. so much lesbianic love. I love it. I'm here for it. Give me scissors. Give me all that. Ooh, I can't say that on YouTube. Give me all the nasty shit, please. Moment is a good moment on the album. Jaguar, Jaguar picked, it was slow at first, but then it picked up later on. Yeah, Experience with Khalid. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's a solid EP. I'm very impressed. Alright, so moving on from Jaguar, we go to, now y'all may not know him just yet, but I'm pretty sure you will get to know him. For all my R&B heads, he's Erykah Badu's background singer, but my good sis is like, he's showing out. He says, you know, I'm tired of being background. I'm an artist. I'm showing you what I am. He's such a great he's such a great Instagram personality. I've been following him for, maybe a year and a half now, maybe 2 years now. His name is Durran Bernard. For all my R&B heads, you need to listen to this album because this is how you do R&B expressively. Like, this is how you express yourself. This is how you create your own art, your own brand. Durran Bernard gives me so much of like the Little Richard Prince vibes, but at the same time he just is a manifestation of himself. And like if that's even like, that sounds very like duh, but it's like it sounds like a paradox, but at the same time though, like, that man is himself through and through, and you can hear it throughout the album. I'm here for, as a gay artist myself, I am here for all the I'm here for the gay love, the gay sex, blended in the metaphors, you know. I'm here for the shade. I'm here for the Ari Lennox feature. Stuck is a whole bop. Relocate, my favorite song on there. What is the Volume with Kaytranada, a really good song. And what is that? Racket. Oh God, I could go on and on about this album. And mind you, I'm not a big male vocalist kind of guy. I love my female singers. It takes a special man to make me sit there and listen to them fully through and through, because I get tired of the monotony with male singers. Durran Bernard is a true gem right now in R&B, and I really, really hope y'all don't sleep on him anymore, because that man sings down boots, like down, and like he even says in his song, when you listen to Racket, he talks about like, listen, I'm tired of toning down for y'all hoes. I'm tired of toning down for y'all hoes. Y'all gonna hear me today. Period. Tuh. So y'all go listen to Durran Bernard. It's his album called Durran. It's a self-titled album, and but it's spelled D-U-R ampersand sign. So go check it out. All right. So moving up from there, we got B7. B7, the 7th studio album by the R&B legend herself, Brandy. Miss Brandy, you have been one of my favorite vocalists for many years, and you have, each album to me, you keep outdoing yourself. That's what I freaking love about Brandy so much, because she's never afraid to challenge herself. When you listen to when you listen to B7, you won't hear the last album. You won't hear 211. When you listen to 211, you wouldn't hear Human. When you listen to Human, you wouldn't hear Aphrodisiac. Aphrodisiac, you won't hear Full Moon. Full Moon, you won't hear Never Say Never. Never Say Never, you won't hear her first album. You will not. And I went back through all her albums because she's just that fucking amazing. But literally, what I'm saying is, like, when you, I'm not gonna lie. The first single, when I first heard it, Baby Mama, I was on the fence. I'm like, sis, we only recognize one Baby Mama song, and that is Miss Fantasia. And I wasn't really for Baby Mama when I first heard it. And I fuck with Chance the Rapper, but I still wasn't like, I was on the fence about it, not gonna lie. When she dropped B7 and when she dropped motherfucking probably the best R&B song of the year, Borderline. When she dropped Borderline, I was through. Like when she dropped Borderline, when I heard Borderline, I was completely speechless, like flabbergasted, like gone. We all know her as the Vocal Bible, but she didn't have to destroy us like that. She didn't have to kill us like that. And you know, it sucks to me that it took the verses with her and Monica for people to actually hear the song and to people to actually be like, what the fuck? Like, time stop, Brandy. What did you just drop? What did you just drop? Because that song it's so indescribable because, you know, like, so let's get this one straight. There will never, and this is turning into a Brandy review, a B7 review, and I don't want to do that right now. I might do it later, but I'm just saying, like, Brandy is the only person who can sing Brandy songs. It is so hard to sing Borderline. I want y'all to know that. Y'all try to sing Borderline through and through, and that song is motherfucking hard to sing. Between the runs, the backgrounds, the actual like vocals itself, the timbre of her voice, the tone, it's unmatchable. You just can't. So going on with the album though, like B7 itself, Borderline, Lucid Dreams, Unconditional Oceans, Rather Be, Say Something. Those are my top tracks right there. I'm forgetting one. I think I'm forgetting one. I don't know. I don't remember. No Tomorrow. Even with the Ty Dolla $ign collab, amazing. There were some songs on there that I think I really didn't care for. I'm not gonna lie. I liked I Am More. It wasn't my favorite, but I liked it. I didn't care for High Heels. It was cute with her daughter and all, but I didn't really care for High Heels. I didn't really care for Bye Bye Bipolar. It's on my playlist, but I skip those songs, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the general album itself, like, despite the like the duds, the ones that I think are duds, the album itself is fucking amazing. I'm glad you're cursing on here, because Brandy, honestly, I'm tired of you holding back. I really am tired of you holding back, and I don't know what it is or what it was, but I'm just so tired. I was tired. I'm like, listen, I want Brandy to open her mouth. In the sense of, I want her to speak her shit. I want her to talk her shit. Brandy, you have too many years in the game to be shut. For your mouth not to be open. Sing, girl. Talk your shit. Sing your shit, please. You are a legend in these streets. Legend Slayana. Going on. It's too long. Above B7. My third favorite album of the year is going to be Positions by Miss Ariana Grande. You know, we're talking about vocals with Brandy, and I'm also talking about Miss Ariana Grande with Miss AG. This bitch, I don't know what more, I can't take any more from Ariana Grande, because it's just every single album she drops is a fucking bop. And it's like, I've rarely had an issue with Ariana Grande songs. There's been like a couple over the years since 2013, but Positions. Oh, she gave me what I want, which is R&B. I love R&B Anna. I love R&B Anna so much because it's so satisfying. So satisfying because this bitch sings. She sings with that throat. She sings with two throats. Like, I don't understand. It's just, when you, Off the Table is probably hands down one of the best pop R&B collabs in the past decade. Not going to lie. And that's completely coming from an unbiased point of view. Like, best pop R&B collabs in the past decade, if we even had that many. The thing about it is that Positions is an R&B album. It's probably classified as pop because she's a pop singer, quote unquote, but it's an R&B album. Like, it should be up for, I know the 2021 Grammy nominations were closed, so 2022 R&B people, the Grammy committee, make sure Ariana Grande is nominated for the right category. She belongs in the R&B, Positions belongs in the R&B category, not pop. Not really pop, at least. Off the fucking table. Off the goddamn table. My goddamn hair. Need I say more? If you haven't listened to My Hair, just go to the halfway mark and just listen on from there. Because at that point, it's just like, why? Like, why? Why do this to me? Why slay my life like this? And there's so many other songs on there I could just, really the whole album is about. If you love R&B, you will love this album. If you don't love R&B, you will love this album. It's just so fucking good. Honestly, hands down, amazing album. My second favorite, second to last album of the year is Good to Know by JoJo. This bitch came back. No, excuse me. She did Mad Love. After that, gone for a second. Came back, 2019. Did a collab with PJ Morton. Say So. Before Doja. Say So. Won a Grammy. Won her first fucking Grammy. Yes. And then 2020 drops Good to Know, which R&B album, which it leaves me speechless because I was always a fan of JoJo, even when she was gone for a while. It left me it left a hole in my heart when she was gone. And when she came back, I was like, okay, what's she gonna give me? So then I listened to Mad Love. And then I listened to when I heard Good to Know, I heard Man first, of course, because that was the first single that at least I remember. It was the first single off the album. And I was like, okay, it gave me some, Kiana Lede vibes. But I had to go listen to the album after that though. So when I listened to Good to Know, I was like, wow. I didn't know how to say it. I didn't know what to say. Like, I was speechless. I was getting sushi that day. I was focused on food. And she just slayed my life at that. I was like, let me go listen to this again. And when I ran it through again, I'm like, bitch. Bitch. What the fuck? When you listen to the album, it's just like, wow. Like, JoJo has grown so much since Get Out days, since Too Little Too Late days, like, since Baby It's You days, like, oh god, she's talking about her. So was Ariana Grande, mind you. They both were talking about their on their album, and it's just like, but then, the thing about JoJo that I really appreciate her 2020 is that she kept coming with the music. It never stopped. It still hasn't stopped. Like, this bitch gave us the first album. She gave us the acoustic album. She gave us the deluxe album. Like, and then on top of that, she put out a whole new song that's not even on the fucking album. Like, stop. Stop, please. Like, I don't understand. And it's all just beautiful sounding. Man, one of my favorites. I love Lonely Hearts, especially with Demi Lovato on the deluxe. I love Comeback, No Tory Lanez, cause fuck him. I love Think About You. Don't Talk Me Down. Don't Talk Me Down is so relatable for me. 2020, like so fucking relatable, and it hit me to the core when I heard it. I was like, what? When I heard it, it's talking about don't talk me down. Don't tell me that you miss me, that you love me. Don't say all these good things to me because I might just come back to you. I'm like, stop. You're making it hard for me. But speaking of making it harder, here we go to my favorite 2020 album. And of course, it has to be. There's no other artist who has gave me what I needed this year besides these two. Chloe and Halle, Ungodly Hour. When I tell you that these girls came, they came, stepped on everybody's fucking neck. Everybody's goddamn neck. They're still doing it from the back of the house. Please, tennis court wet, girl. The performances alone are fucking amazing. But when you get to the album, you know, do it. Let's just start with do it. Hands down. But when you get to the actual album and you start listening to the actual album, it's just like, what the fuck? Like, what? It starts off with Forgive Me, a whole lot. And like you go through Forgive Me and Busy Boy and Lonely. Lonely is my song, but when y'all get to Ungodly Hour, the title track, I need a full Chloe and Halle Disclosure album. I need Disclosure to work with Chloe and Halle. I need a full house R&B album from them too, because Ungodly Hour, Unfucking Godly Hour is, to me, it's a pivotal point in not just the album itself, but their careers, because it shows off not only they're plenty versatile. We all know that they're versatile, but like it blends their sound so well. They sound so great on a house beat, on a house R&B beat. Mind you, I'm from Chicago. I love house music. So just hearing, and I love Disclosure. Whenever they get with R&B artists, they're just amazing. With Sam Smith, Emily Sandé, I think, and then Mary J. Blige. And you can see my girl. Yeah, my girl. When Disclosure gets with R&B artists, those two white boys are a hot ass mess, and I love it. But Chloe and Halle, they did what they had to do with Ungodly Hour. It's easily my favorite album of the year. I hope it wins all the Grammys that is nominated for. So there are my favorite albums of the year of 2020. Comment below if you guys agree with me. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Check me out on Apple Music at Miles Away, MYLESAWAI. Check out my music. Tell me what you think about that. Alright, bye y'all.